Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. John Smith, the great one, not the fake one, man. We're back with another one, man. Today we got caught red-handed. The top 4 moments in court, Cam, man. I ain't gonna lie, if you ever been to court, it's not even no vibe the way you should be joking around and shit like that. Nothing like that. You don't even get that vibe from it, but we're gonna see what these motherfuckers got going on, man. But like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the Instagram, man. We got the best Instagram page right now. No cap, music, comic relief, advice, all types of shit. Podcast clips. We already know what it is, man. Hit the follow on the Instagram. Hazie Visions. But like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, man. Let's get into it. Shout out to our sponsor, True Apparel Zone Inc. Website in the bio. You already know what it is. Let's get into it.
We're in district court in Ann Arbor, Michigan. 36-year-old Anthony Lane is before Judge Cedric Simpson for a virtual conference. 6 months earlier, Lane was charged with 1 count of possessing methamphetamine or ecstasy and 1 count of possessing a narcotic, cocaine.
Damn, nigga. Which y'all think he is, a user or a distributor? Right now, he looking like a user. I'm not gonna lie, but you never know.
Or heroin. Today, Lane is requesting to waive his right.
Now, he definitely looking like a user.
To a probable cause hearing and have his case sent straight to circuit court.
Mr. Lane, please state your name for the court.
Anthony Lane. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, a waiver for
Here, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My bad, y'all. Stop me real quick, but yeah, you an asshole. You don't wear nothing nice to court. Like, if you got on a t-shirt like this, nigga got a graphic tee on that court, bro. I don't care if it's over Zoom. You should at least have a button down on, get you some fake glasses. You showing up like you don't give a fuck, bro.
Continue plea negotiations and resolution in circuit.
You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution? Yes, sir.
Everything seems to be going as planned until the judge asked the prosecutor if he also agrees to waive the probable cause hearing.
People also waive their right?
Your Honor, I'll agree to waive, but I do want to make a statement on the record. It appeared that earlier in this time block that Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt. And
You a fucking idiot. And don't sit there and make that face, nigga. Because they ain't just gonna be making no shit like that up.
Might have been smoking.
Yeah, that nigga fried. You could tell he fried.
Earlier that day, while Lane waited in the virtual courtroom, he decided to have a smoke. Another defendant.
Is that nigga that stupid? He just, he got the whole processor rolling the blunt on here too. Nigga licking it and everything, yo. On camera. He looking at the camera.
Another defendant waiting for the judge did a double take when he knows.
I would be looking the same way, like, yo, is this nigga serious? I would. But look at him. He in a tank top for court too. He ain't no better. But mind you, bro, in the car rolling up. So he done did a whole movement and everything since he rolled up. He really fried. Now he back in the house chilling, bro. This nigga's crazy. You won't smoke in your house, but you'll smoke on the phone for court. You're a bold nigga, yo.
Noticed what Lane was up to. While recreational marijuana use is legal in Michigan, Lane is out on bond and strictly prohibited from taking any drugs or
and you damn near in court while you're on the phone. You in court.
Lane looked cautiously out the vehicle's window, but paid no attention to the phone in front of him that was broadcasting what he was doing, not only on the internet, but directly to the court.
Bruh. This nigga dead in the party with the courtroom, PD, and other motherfuckers waiting. Yo, no, he's an idiot.
The court.
Angling the camera so he can see you.
Smoking during the session and flaunted the blunt up close while Judge Simpson was handling other cases. Court staff took notice and informed the prosecutor.
Your Honor, given that information, I guess we need to adjourn the PCC so Mr. Lane and I can speak further before we wait.
Yeah. I think that might be wise. Mr. Lane, you understand what's happening now?
Yeah.
Stupid.
As
Over
part
a
of his
blunt.
bond conditions, Lane is also supposed to be taking regular drug tests.
When's the last time you tested?
2 weeks ago.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back.
All right, so yeah, we just figured out he definitely a user because he not smart at all. Ain't no way he distributing meth and shit like that. He's a goddamn idiot. Yo, do you hear what he said? He didn't even say I went earlier this week. I was supposed to go today. I ain't make it. Bro, he said I went 2 weeks ago. Nigga, you supposed to be going twice a week?
When's the last time you tested?
And that's probably a
2 weeks
lie.
ago.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back to back.
No, he's a fucking idiot. Simpson is not playing.
Okay, but have you tested this week?
No, sir.
I'm also going to order that you're to report to community corrections today for a test.
Your Honor, I have no ride today.
You're just in the car.
You better find somebody to get you a ride down here. I'm ordering a test. You're the one that brought this on yourself by what you did. So I'm ordering a test today.
Okay,
if you
sir.
don't test today, I'm going to be issuing a warrant to have you picked up.
But as the judge moves on, Lane lingers on the call.
Nigga did not wake up thinking he was gonna go to jail today. Smoking a blunt on court Zoom.
And lets out a laugh.
You keep laughing, Mr. Lane. I don't think you want to do that. Not with me. You better take yourself off before you think things are too funny. Thank you.
I wasn't laughing at you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not playing with no white judge, but I'm definitely not getting up there playing with no old black judge like that. You know that nigga ain't playing.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Chandler Langston.
Lane never made it to community corrections that day, nor did he appear at his next conference. Judge Simpson issued a warrant for his arrest and revoked bond.
Wow.
His case remains open. Next, we take you to Orlando, Florida, for a courtroom moment you may have missed in the high-profile trial of 25-year-old Casey Anthony. Anthony was accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee, in 2008. And the trial made headlines around the world.
I was about to say, I heard that name before.
It's the 7th week of the trial, and the defense is resting. Judge Belvin Perry has dismissed the jury, but another matter has caught his attention, one he wants to deal with right away. Earlier, a 28-year-old spectator in the gallery named Matthew Bartlett made an inappropriate hand gesture towards prosecutor Jeff Ashton, who was addressing the court. A member of the press reported the moment, and the gesture got back to the judge, who is not happy, and now he's called Bartlett before him.
You recognize the individual on that photograph, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and who is it?
Yo, he gave that to the prosecutor and came back. He's a goddamn fool. I'm not coming back. But I ain't gonna lie, you can't even do that. That's crazy. How you know I was? Yo, nah, you can't even get around that.
And what is that symbol that you are projecting?
My nose is.
Fingers.
My nose is
my
itching.
middle finger, and I am sorry.
And who were you extending the finger to, sir?
Mr. Ashton.
He wants to sit there like he offended.
Yes, sir.
And does not this sign read any gestures, facial expressions showing approval or disapproval during a court proceeding is absolutely prohibited? That sign is posted on the door outside, is it not?
It is.
Was there anything
I'd
about
have been
that
like, I ain't
that
see
you
it.
did not understand, sir?
I'd have been like, Judge, I ain't see the sign. I was so focused on the court date today and what was going on that I just came in. I didn't have time to see what was around me. I wasn't even aware of my surroundings. Hey, Judge, I didn't see it. My nose was itching. I did not get that man the finger.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell this court why you should not be held in contempt of court.
I'm truly sorry for doing this. This is something stupid, and I'm not sure why I even did it. And
You know why you did it.
I just
How you felt?
apologize.
Be a man. Where them bad motherfuckers at?
I don't understand why I did it. I do apologize.
The maximum sentence for contempt of court in the state of Florida is a year in county jail.
Wow.
Despite Bartlett's apology, the judge is not letting this go.
Young man, do you realize that the taxpayers of the state of Florida has expended a great deal of money in putting on this trial, and that your actions could have jeopardized all of the work that the attorneys have done in this particular case?
Yes, sir.
Anything you would like to say before this court imposes sentence?
Apologize
I
again.
apologize for doing this.
That dumbass shirt too.
At this time, I will adjudge you to be guilty of the crime of direct criminal contempt. I will sentence you to 6 days in Orange County Jail, impose a fine of $400 along with the court costs. He will be remanded to the custody of the Orange County.
Yo, them black judges ain't playing, man. They are not playing. Meek had to go through this shit with a black judge. They setting examples. They gotta make an example, like, so they ain't. But damn, I can't even. He can't do that to him. But what I'm saying is, right, this case is a big case. Like I said, I heard that name before. So bro should have never even played no dumbass game like that. You lucky you only got 6 days, but yo, you can die in 6 days in the county, depending on which county you're going to. Especially depending on the type of life you live. The motherfucker might know you. What? He was not thinking he was going to jail this morning. Again. Not thinking he was going to jail this morning.
While Bartlett served his 6-day sentence, the trial of Casey Anthony continued. Ultimately, Anthony was found not guilty of murdering her daughter. She was found guilty on 4 counts of lying to investigators and served over 3 years of a 4-year sentence for those crimes. Next, we go to a virtual hearing in Tampa, Florida. The defendant is 33-year-old BJ Dregers. He's been charged with fraud and petty theft for trying to pass bad checks. Today, he appears remotely before Judge Michael Williams to enter a plea. The state initially offered a deal where Dregers would plead guilty and get sentenced to 18 months probation. If he decides to go to trial and is convicted, the former Marine could be looking at 5 years behind bars.
Better take that 18.
BJ Dregers.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah, good morning. Last time we were in court, he was shooting up drugs on my Zoom.
That's right. 3 months earlier, while waiting for his preliminary hearing to begin, Dregers engaged in some illegal drug use.
Nah, because now I'm thinking the camera not letting you know you being recorded or something, because bro rolled the whole blunt, smoked it with the court and everything, smoked it with the judge, showed the judge the blunt. Now he's sitting there showing his needle off, his arm, all types of shit, bro. Ain't no way these niggas know they on camera before they get into the actual sentencing or of their own sentencing. Because the shit that these motherfuckers is doing, bro.
Judge Williams didn't watch it live, but a prosecutor did and shared it with the court.
Prosecutor told
And
again.
the judge isn't happy about it.
Yes, sir. I apologize to yourself and the court for that, sir.
I only go so far, but
Yes, sir.
I get
Shooting dope.
bad enough. I got to put up with people smoking cigarettes and everything else. I don't need that.
No, sir.
I don't know. What's your resolution on him?
Dregers' attorney David Hall steps in to
See, they don't even want you smoking cigarettes in there. You on Zoom court, right? You on Zoom. You on court virtually, right? But nigga, you really in court still. They want you doing that bullshit, smoking a cig while you getting talked to. That's crazy.
do some damage control.
In my conversations with him, he's been entirely professional, respectful, remorseful, about his actions.
I instructed him to appear in person on 6/4/21, and he didn't. And then he shows back up on Zoom on June 15th, and that's when he's shooting up on the Zoom.
Despite the judge's remarks, Paul requests the court stick with the original deal of probation. But for Judge Williams, it's not that simple.
18 months of probation. He wants to resolve it to the court. I'll do it today for 180 days plus 18 months. I'm not taking probation today, and he gets out. I think I'm usually pretty relaxed on certain things, but
not shooting dope.
Shoot up on my Zoom, that's different.
Yeah.
Mr. Dregers, the court is rejecting the plea agreement with the state, proposing 180 days in custody followed by 18 months probation. Is that something you want to do? The alternative would be to set it for trial.
Dregers doesn't love either of the choices, so he makes his own request.
Is there a way to have stricter probation or something of those guidelines?
Doing dumb shit on Zoom court.
Dregers is given a month to discuss things with his attorney on how he wants to plead.
All right, Mr. Dregers, come on up.
Once again, he appears before Judge Williams, who, after doing some of his own reflecting, has a new outlook on the case.
Mr. Dregers, I've been thinking about your case. You're a veteran, correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
What branch?
Marine Corps.
All right. There's a once-a-year docket that I do, and it's called the Veterans Outreach Court. So
Yes, sir.
what I'm proposing is we set you on that Veterans Outreach Court docket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dregers appeared on the veterans docket. The judge gave him a second chance. He's released and given 18 months probation, plus mandatory drug and alcohol testing.
Just work on getting clean and moving forward, and let's have a good ending to a bad situation, okay?
Hey, Judge, I appreciate everything you've done for me, sir.
You get clean.
See, Judge looked out, man. I'm telling you, man, them black judges making examples, man. I don't care who you are. Black, white, red, yellow. Black judges making examples.
I'm happy.
Dregers is currently employed and taking steps
He looked
to
out.
remain drug-free.
You got lucky, yo.
Excuse me, ma'am. I did not kill the animal on purpose.
Next, we go to bond court in Miami-Dade County. Judge Mindy Glazer presiding. The defendant, Kenny Amaro, has been charged with animal cruelty with intent to do harm or kill. A day earlier, the 36-year-old Amaro was caught on a surveillance camera trying to lure his neighbor's dog, Rocky, towards him. He then allegedly lassoed a belt around Rocky's neck, elevated him, and began swinging the one-year-old puppy in a circular motion multiple times.
Yo.
We won't show the complete video because of its graphic nature.
We know y'all wasn't going to show that
Then,
one.
after allegedly pinning Rocky to the ground and tying him to a street sign, Amaro went to his neighbor's home and began shouting and kicking the front door.
Oh, he just a crazy motherfucker. He out in the rain, too. A lot of drug users on here today, huh? A lot of drug users.
After
Definitely
Amaro
a
left,
drug user.
Rocky's owner retrieved the lifeless dog and brought it to the front porch, where he tried unsuccessfully to save its life.
You a fucking idiot.
Officers arrived and Amaro was placed into custody. According to police reports, Amaro claimed the
Bruh, if you don't got a dog, you really don't understand. But the death of a dog really is different. That shit is weird, bro, because your dog really show unconditional love. Like, yo, a dog is, damn, I feel that one. I don't kiss the dog in the mouth, none of that shit, to where motherfuckers would be ODing. I don't OD that much with the dog, but damn, you do love the dog, man.
dog was being aggressive. He was simply trying to protect the community.
Dog, nowhere near aggressive.
Kenny Amaro?
Today he appears before Judge Glazer to hear charges and find out
Oh,
if he'll make bail.
she going do him dirty.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 1 count of animal cruelty Do you have any money to pay for your own lawyer?
Excuse me, ma'am. I did not kill the animal on purpose.
Before you talk about the facts, you want to tell us first if you can afford to pay for a
Excuse me,
lawyer?
ma'am. As a citizen of the United States of America, I'm a
You ain't from
citizen
America.
and I have the right to speak freely.
Of course,
And I
but
wouldn't-
I'm happy to listen. But do you have money to pay for a lawyer? I'm trying to find
Yeah,
out
I
if
don't
I
have
need to
no
appoint a
money.
free.
The judge decides to appoint a public defender who sits off camera to represent Amaro.
Okay. Can I explain to you what happened, ma'am?
I advise you not to, sir. While you do have a right to speak, you also have a right to remain silent.
No, I had the right to speak. I want to speak.
You a fool.
As Judge Glazer reads the case report, Amaro begins to show some frustration.
I'm just saying I want to explain to the judge what happened with the dog.
I'd advise you not to do that
Why not?
because it's not in your best interest.
Because everything you say
man,
can be
it is
used
my
against
best
you.
interest. You know why? Because I was afraid for my life.
Sir?
Excuse me?
It appears Amaro doesn't like the way
Yo,
this
he
is
a
going.
crazy boy.
Don't.
Yes, sir. You told me. Hello?
Hello. I'm just reading what happened there.
Huh?
I'm reading what happened to you. Apparently there was some surveillance.
Yeah, you're
video.
reading what happened, but that's not what happened. You know why? Because
Don't.
they're lying. Ma'am, the dog was a dangerous dog.
Do not talk
A
about the facts
mean
of your
dog.
case.
You would have killed a kid.
The public defender is trying to keep Amaro from incriminating himself, but it's not working.
If he sees a kid, he would
Sir.
attack the kid. Excuse me, sir. I want to be my own lawyer. You're not my lawyer no more. I intend to do what I have to do. May I speak?
It's now Judge Glazer's turn to do the talking.
So, sir, these are serious charges. You could be facing prison time if you're found guilty.
Excuse me, may I
So-
speak now?
Go ahead.
I was afraid for my life and I had to defend myself like you Americans do all the time.
But you said you was an American.
Listen to the flag of the United States of America.
But he just said he was American, bro. We know he wasn't American, but what the fuck?
Afraid for my life and I had to defend myself like you Americans do all the time. I pledge to listen to the flag of the United States of America. I try to save my life like you guys did the 9/11. You guys went and bombed those people over there.
So, Stan, what are you seeking here?
An increase.
What I'm seeking is
He bugging.
that I try to save my life and somebody else's life.
For killing
I
an
don't
innocent
deserve
dog?
to be in jail.
Judge Glazer sets bond at $25,000. And if Amaro posts, he must remain on house arrest.
$25,000 bond plus house
It's not fair.
conditions.
I don't
may
have that money.
prosecute.
I'm a poor person. It's not
We
fair.
object.
He's a danger to the community as well as.
No, man, I didn't say I'm dangerous.
Definitely.
I
You
did not
talking
say
that
that.
9/11
This is
shit.
not fair for me.
Amaro would later enter a plea of not guilty, and his trial is pending. If found guilty, he could be sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Man, get that nigga 10, man. He wow, he talking that 9/11 crazy shit, man. I ain't fucking with it, man. I don't like that type of shit. That's what's crazy. That's some revenge for whatever country shit. That was wild right there. He started talking that 9/11 shit after killing the dog. But yo, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. You already know this movie back with more like this, man. Let me know what y'all want. I got my Charleston community. I got my Court Camp community. I got my rap community, my Kevin Samuels community, the At This Point community. But let me know which one you fall under in the comments, man. Show love. Hit the Instagram, Hazie Visions. You already know what it is. Like I said, we up and coming. We got the best page out, man. It's the Hazie Visions Takeover. You already know what it is. It's Johnson.